next thing that I wanted to bring up was I remember a study that I had heard about before where, inflammation is a big complaint people have. And, and as far as inflammation is concerned, in this study, they took a petri dish and put cells in it, and they put sugar water in there, and the cells began to immediately become inflamed. So that shows you that sugars encourage you to store, not to not store. And so the glucose levels lowering in your eating does not encourage you to store fat. But when your body has to release insulin to deal with something that you've eaten that encourages your blood sugar to go up, then your body also gets a signal to store fat. So it's pretty amazing how we're made. And I guess lastly, I know this is just barely scraping the surface of what I'm talking about, and there's so much to learn that I can't even cover it in a few short videos like this. But one of the things that is very, very amazing to me as I've studied is that there are all these new areas of interest that are emerging, that the ketogenic way of eating can be beneficial to from children who have autism, to people who have bipolar disease, definitely diabetics. It's great for treatment with people who have cancer. MS is another one. Migraine headaches is another one. The post-traumatic stress disorder is another one that they've seen emerging factors that are helping people whenever they eat ketogenically. Even things like Lou Gehrig's disease, which there's nothing to help people with that today that I see. People I know, it's basically a death sentence. So ADHD, Alzheimer's, sugar, it's been, I don't know how many years because I didn't write this down, but used to the way they taught people to deal with diabetes was to get all sugar out of your diet and to increase the fat that you ate. And that was many years ago. And due to a study that had errors in it that was published, and the whole world followed what that publisher came out with, we've gotten a lot of bad information, and we eat a lot less fat today, and we eat a lot more simple carbohydrates, a lot less fiber, and as a result of that, we have an epidemic proportion of obesity. I don't know what the fact is as far as the count on diabetes, but diabetes is rampant. So with all of that, I'd just like to encourage people to look into a ketogenic diet as an alternate way to protect themselves from those leading diseases that we hear. And if you already have been diagnosed with any of those diseases, do yourself a favor. Look for someone who's teaching from a scientific standpoint. There are studies to back it, and find out how you can get on a ketogenic diet, because it is very health promoting. So I'm not done with it by any means. I have more weight I'd like to lose, but I also like all the other wonderful protections for other areas of my body that come with it. So I'm just encouraging you, check it out, because it could be just what you need.